has this one teed up, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Dalton off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over first and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 44, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Kamara off the draw. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Dalton to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, they'll set up the screen here to mix it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Now Burrow on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 22, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They run. It's Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bengals will get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing, Dalton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11 MT, 11 Thomas.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And out of bounds right around the 20. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Coming left is Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
12, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Jamar Chase. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. 75 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So Dalton now. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Kamara up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Dalton, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. 180. 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now receiver in motion left.
11.
On second and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Andy Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Dalton now to pass. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 84 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow now off the bootleg. Touchdown, Bengals. Joke there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taylor now returning it. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw coming for Dalton. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They look to throw on third with Dalton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Mixing up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of